Should you watch this, Jerks?
Sure.
What have you been watching?
So I'll start with this one. I watched the new Chris Evans, Anna de Armas, Apple TV Plus original movie Ghosted.
Is that you've heard of Girl Meets Guy, now Guy Meets Spy? Is that movie?
Yes, that is the
what
movie.
What a tagline.
That is the
What was the
tagline?
tagline? I'm sorry, I missed it.
You've heard of Girl Meets Guy. Now it's Guy Meets Spy.
That's bad.
I you know what? I worked really hard on that tagline, and I don't appreciate your snark.
You would have come up with something better.
Probably.
You would have said, no, don't use this. Please. So it's great?
It's terrible.
Oh.
It's cute. My wife and I watched together. It was like we'll call it a date night movie. It was cute for that scenario. But as far as is it a good movie, the answer is no. There's part of me that would almost want like you to set up a camera and stream yourself watching the movie, like hate watching it, so we could watch your reactions of watching this, the preposterousness of that movie, and go, wait, why is this happening? Why would this person make that decision? Why would he go over there?
That's me watching The Mandalorian every week.
Yeah, but at least with The Mandalorian, I mean, that's sort of.
I know what I'm getting into.
Yeah.
I signed up for it.
That's like a cartoon come to life in many ways. Like you know what you're getting into. That it's aimed at a very wide audience with The Mandalorian. This is supposed to be, a movie for, I mean, not for adults, but yes, for adults. It's supposed to be a light romantic comedy action movie thing. And it just,
is there nudity or what?
No, there's no nudity.
Forget it. Next. This
I
next
watched
one,
Red
I think.
Notice. That was in that similar vein.
What'd you watch?
Red Notice. I finally got watching that.
I saw that movie too. Yeah,
yep.
It's the same thing. It's the same movie.
It was fine. Red Notice is like a movie where you're like, oh, I'm kind of enjoying this, and then it's like 20 minutes later, and like, I enjoyed this scene when it started 20 minutes ago, but why are we still in this scene? Yeah, why are we still talking here?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's like 5 scenes in that movie. It seems like the entire movie.
It's like, oh, I like these people.
Mm-hmm.
I like watching things blow up.
Right. Some of the stuff they're saying is clever.
Why don't I like this more?
Right. Exactly. It's the opposite of like a nonstop tour de force. It's like it's a stop tour de force. You're just gonna stop here for a while and hang out.
Right.
While these beautiful people on screen are doing things or punching each other.
Yep.
I want to hear about the big movie of the week, the big movie of the spring, this movie of the season.
I saw it, and I know that Ship saw it, and it is a movie called Super Mario Brothers.
No, that's not how you say it.
Slopper Murrow Bros.
No. How was it?
It's cute.
Sucked.
It's if you want to be hooked, if you want to be hooked on the brothers, that's the movie to go see.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like Easter eggs, Chief Elite? Do you like Easter eggs?
No.
Do you like more Easter? Do you like at least 2 Easter eggs a second?
Do I like licensed music that I've heard in every other movie that's come out?
There is a 2. There is a 2 E.
Not much music in it, I don't think.
In this game.
No. 2 what?
It's got a 2 EEPS in this movie.
What does that mean?
2 Easter eggs per second.
Right. That's too many. I don't know any Mario Easter eggs except for Captain Lou Albano.
Oh no, you do. You know them all. You're like, what is that? You're like, is that a fucking ice climber? You damn straight that's a fucking ice climber. Oh, where's that? Why is that sounds like a dog laughing somewhere? You bet your ass that's a laughing dog.
So before before this movie, this reminded me of this. There's it's an Illumination movie, right? And before this movie, there was literally a trailer for an upcoming Illumination movie about ducks. And I'm like, how did they miss an opportunity here
get the dog in there?
To get the dog into this preview trailer to make everybody who watched the Mario movie go, I'm going to go see that movie about ducks now.
I don't know. Have you tried dealing with that dog's agent? He's very difficult.
Swing and a miss.
Extremely
there.
difficult.
I called him once. The only response was,
right. Do.
They did a Super Mario Brothers movie.
Jack Black is probably wonderful.
He's good.
He's good.
But I don't know.
Everything about it is pretty good. Like I think my kids and my entire family prefer the Sonic movies to this just because they're more enjoyable and fun.
Now, if they replace Chris Pratt's voice,
I don't care.
With James Marsden's voice.
No, if they replace if Mario was just James Marsden, just non-animated.
Non-animated James, would it be a better movie?
Yes. I think it would.
I
think it would actually.
It probably would be a much
that's
better.
like the thing with it is just like I got all the right feels from like, hey, there's King Bob-omb. He made his big screen debut, right? Like
I'm so happy for his family. They probably can now afford that house that they've been they've been renting this whole time. It's really been, they really need to put that money away, but
I nod my head. I smiled at things that were on the screen, but never at one point was I'm like, oh, I'm really like enjoying the story or anything about this movie. Like there's no consequence whatsoever.
My children, both my kids, I took them both to see it, and even the teenager really liked it. But there were points in that movie where I was like this. I was like dozing off. It's an hour and a half, and it's too long. Somehow it managed to be both.
Right. It seems like it plays it a little bit too safe. Like it feels like Nintendo like had their grips on it a little too hard or something.
I mean,
or maybe not hard enough. Like
the movie's going to make $1 billion, so what we say is very inconsequential.
No, of course, yeah. This is nothing like they made a ton of money. It's good. I'm not saying this is bad in any way. It's just it shoots really straight, right? Like, there's not even like they don't play around with Luigi a whole lot. Like they do.
No,
like,
there's not enough Charlie Day.
Like, yeah.
What should he be? What should Luigi be doing in the movie?
Hunting ghosts.
More Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Like ghost hunting. Okay.
Like, sillier. Like everything just needs to be slightly sillier than what it was, I think.
Okay. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But Donkey Kong was in it. I like Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong was good. Seth Rogen was a good Donkey Kong.
Yeah. I could see a Donkey Kong movie.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Awesome. I'm going to wait till that. Never, actually. I'm never going to see that. Unless I'm on an airplane. If I'm on an airplane.
Right? You watched the Sonic movie?
I saw that in the theater.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah.
It was funny. But Jim Carrey is, it's also not a cartoon. I don't know.
I don't know. It's cool that they finally made a Super Mario Brothers movie that was true to.
Oh, and Tim Robinson is in it.
Who's Tim Robinson?
Tim Robinson plays Spike, I believe is the name of the character.
How many lines does he have?
Probably maybe between 7 and 10.
Oh. He's
in the very beginning and the very end.
Okay.
But as soon as I heard the voice, I'm like, hey, Tim Robinson, good job.
Oh wait, does he plays the guy from the other game? Spike what game is from not Wrecking Crew? What game is he from?
You're right. You got it. Yeah.
It was the Wrecking Crew guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does he say anything about tables?
No, but I wish he did. You know that's soon, right? Season 3 is at the end is in a month.
Yep.
I know. You probably have a calendar, right?
I mean, I don't know.
I think Wreck-It Ralph kind of stole some of the thunder from this movie too.
You mean 10 years ago, Wreck-It Ralph?
Right. It did though. Like it's like, here's your video game movie with all the references.
And a better story.
And a better story.
Everything.
And
better everything.
It's what like Incredibles made a better Fantastic Four movie than Marvel could, and they also made a better Super Mario Brothers movie than Mario could.
Now, do you think in the sequel here, that'll just go totally different? It'll be throwing turnips all over the place. The next one.
Well, the next one is going to be a Japanese movie, but they're going to have to reskin the main character to look like Mario for American audiences.
Oh, I get it. You just took my same joke and went a different
Yes,
Right.
I went a different. Yeah, you made a reference to Super Mario Brothers 2, and then I made another one. Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You want to take a go at it, Cheapy?
When you get to 3, I can get in there because 2, I don't think I played much of.
Oh, I played the crap out of 2.
3 is the
Well,
one with
you're
the flying.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
3 is the one my friend threw his controller through his dad's giant projection screen TV, like right through the speaker grill. And he threw it and he went, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, I gotta go. Yeah. Where are we here? Christian writes in. He says, Argentina had a Super Mario Brothers movie HD TV broadcast. Will you torrent the movie to watch it at home? You can pay them later renting it on Apple TV. Did you hear about that? They just like broadcast that shit on TV in Argentina in HD.
Okay.
Somehow they just, I don't know how laws work in Argentina. I thought that was like a normal place.
It's
not that normal, I guess.
I don't think so.
Don't they have like
it? Yeah. It's like long and skinny and it's on a coast. I mean,
right.
You know.
I guess it's pretty lawless because you can just show whatever movies you want on TV. Mm-hmm. So I guess
isn't that where Lake Titicaca is?
I don't know. That's your thing. Titties and caca. Yeah, I don't need to torrent it. That's cool. Like I can wait till like I'm on an airplane and there's just nothing else to watch.
You're gonna want to watch.
And it's not. It's on the border of Bolivia and Peru, so it shows how little I know about geography.
Or Argentina.
Don't they drink that weird drink out of the ball with the metal straw? I know that from Argentina, and it has those cool looking cowboys, and they're known for their beef.
Oh, I forgot.
Gauchos?
El Guapo. No,
El Guapo
El Guapo's from Three Amigos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway,
I will like Shipwreck said, it sounds like a great airplane movie and just the type of thing I'm looking for actually to watch on an airplane. The perfect type of thing. Maybe too short actually at 1:30, but that's cool. All right, what else we got here?
I watched this new Netflix movie called Chupa.
Is that any good?
It's another kids movie.
I heard it sucks.
Starring Christian Slater.
That's a Spanish joke.
As the bad guy.
Oh, I get it. Chupa sucks. I get it. It's a chupacabra joke. I get it.
Yeah, I got it.
Chupas mis huevos is how you say suck my balls in like a Puerto Rican slang. Mm-hmm. I learned that when I was in a summer program for writing at Tufts when I was in high school or junior high school. I learned a lot of Puerto Rican slang. It was an international program.
You know Puerto Rico isn't international.
Well, I'm just sure. But there are a lot of Puerto Ricans there.
I thought you said you didn't know geography.
That was Wombat. Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Anyways, Chupa, it's a, I don't know, family movie about discovering a young chupacabra, right?
Oh, not about sucking.
Well, chupacabras suck. No, I mean literally that's what they
they do. That's what they're for.
They suck the blood out of goats.
See, I don't know anything about them.
You should watch the movie then find out all about them.
Now the word makes total sense.
So it's the movie wise, it's fine. It's a fun family movie. It's weird that Christian Slater is in this movie. I was not expecting that when I started watching it. What? The other weird thing about it is
everyone's got bills.
Right. It's for some reason it's set in like the, I don't know, probably around 1993 or 1994 for no apparent reason other than like having me clap when I see like various toys or the Alf poster that I had growing up on the wall.
Nice.
All the kids are like dressed in like clothes from that time
Is
period.
that cheaper? Is there like but maybe for budgetary reasons, like, oh, we don't have to show as many electronics and computers?
Well, one of the things is he's playing a Game Boy, like original Game Boy. Like there's like all these like references, like they're listening to cassette decks.
Maybe they had access to all that era of props and stuff.
Maybe it was odd. I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. Oh, look, he's got Lion-O from the Thundercats figure, and
which would be rare in 1992.
It was there was like a mixture there of like, okay, he's got He-Man figures here.
Anachronisms.
Like, right. Like I'm
Alert.
like that she's got a Nirvana shirt on. Maybe I'm trying to place this by from where
it's an alternate dimension, okay? Not everything is on our timeline.
I mean, this is a movie about chupacabras. I'm trying to like buy into that this is real.
Right.
So yeah. So that's Chupa.
Okay.
It was produced by Chris Columbus. So I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's weird. It's like it's like this really weird thing that exists. I don't know. We watched it.
Okay. I thought about watching that. I saw it and I'm like, I probably won't.
It's not. Your kids are probably a little bit too old for it.
Yeah. That makes sense.
What are we watching on the TV side?
I watched all 10 episodes of The Night Agent. The entire series. Season 1 of The Night Agent.
I thought about watching that, but I don't know. Is it good?
I really liked it. Did you like Reacher?
It was all right. We watched some of it. Mrs. Chibi, I don't think liked it too much.
It's kind of like Reacher, but he's not. Like in Reacher, he's like a superhero, basically.
And he has jokes, too.
He's invincible, and everything he does is always right.
And his wit is sharp as his fighting skills.
Yeah, exactly. The Night Agent, he's like not quite there yet. It's not Jack Reacher. It's a different guy, but it might as well be. But he's like not as good Jack Reacher.
Okay, he fucks up.
Yeah, he makes some mistakes. He doesn't always know what's going on. He doesn't know who the good guys are, or who the bad guys are immediately. So, there's that going on. It's a good show, but it's that same sort of concept of he's the agent who's trying to figure out what the conspiracy is and what's going on, and he's the only honest guy in town. What it does do a good job of in the show is I'll give credit where credit's due, I guess. From the very beginning of the show, from the get-go, they make the guy, the Night Agent, very likable. Like he's someone you root for all 10 episodes. I find that with a lot of shows lately, they're like introduced, this is your character, your main character. You're going to follow him. And, he's also kind of an asshole, but they don't do that with this guy. They kind of like, nope, right from the beginning, he's a likable guy. He's not perfect, but he's likable. He wants to do the right thing. And you're going to root for him for all 10 episodes. And you do. Him and the girl that he meets too. Of course, there's a girl too. You got to have that. So it's a good show. I think you might like it. It's not that heavy.
Any sex or nudity in it?
There is no nudity, but there is, there's a little bit of sexy time.
Karate?
There's karate. There's some shooting. There's some, kidnapping.
Ninjas?
All the things. No ninjas.
It's a little bit of a stumble.
Yeah, there's no ninjas. There's the occasional gory scene, lots of F-bombs. They swear for no reason. Like the show would probably fit in really well on like a CBS or even, like a network television show.
Oh, you just told me. Now there's no way I'm going to watch it.
I'm just saying like they take out, like they add all the swearing and the violence to make it like, oh, now it's a Netflix show because we do that. Like it didn't need to be all that. It would have been fine.
Got it.
But yeah, I think you should give it a shot. I liked it.
I started watching Schmigadoon season 2.
Nice. That's a good show.
It's pretty good. It's the same as last season, but
it's
different musical.
I know.
Yeah. It's cute, I guess. It's hard to get too excited about it, though.
You have to be, I think you have to be into it. Like, do you get like...
I've seen Chicago.
I feel like you would get...
Do I need to be more into it than seeing Chicago? I remember seeing Chicago and my knees were like in my mouth, basically, because the chair, the theater is built so long ago. People were like 5 feet 4 inches tall. And it's heightist, basically. And I suffered to watch that show. I paid money to suffer.
Just watch the movie. It's a very good movie.
That's the one with Richard Gere.
Yes.
I think I saw that too.
Jones and Renee Zellweger.
Sure. Why wouldn't you see it?
Yes. We also we watched the first half of Pretty Baby, which is the 2-part series on Brooke Shields on Hulu.
Oh, okay. How's that?
It's very good. I basically watched it because Mrs. Sheepy was interested, and I heard her on Howard Stern. She had a pretty good interview with Howard Stern, and it sounded like her life was pretty fucked up and interesting. So I could watch like a 2-hour documentary about that. And yes, definitely the first half has been fucked up and interesting, and I think it's going to get even more fucked up in the second half. Yeah. I watched Blue Lagoon when I was in my adolescence.
Oh yeah,
I remember when that movie came out.
Yep. It's a weird one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That is a weird movie. That is a weird movie.
She has a lot of that type of stuff in her life where she's way too young.
It's crazy that was okay.
That was nothing, apparently.
I know. And the movie Pretty Baby. And there was that other movie. There was that summer camp movie that also with Tatum O'Neal and Jodie Foster that came out around that time. Is it Little Foxes? I think
we're not up to that yet, I don't think.
I don't think Brooke Shields is in that one. But all these movies that came out around that same time in the early 80s that were just gross. I think the word is gross.
Right. Anyway, the documentary is good. It's called Pretty Baby. We're going to finish that off probably tomorrow.
I've been watching the Imagineering story. It's been out for a while, but it's a documentary.
That's on Disney
Plus. Yeah. So I've been reading the book, the Imagineering story.
Is that the one where they go through different rides one at a time? Or is that a different series?
Not really. It's all about it's chronological
Little
order.
Darlings is the movie I wasn't thinking of. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. It's chronological order, so you'll enjoy that, Wombat. But it's literally just about Walt Disney starting like his idea for Disneyland and what all went into that originally, and then all of the Imagineers along the way, and then like it's I don't remember how many episodes. We're like on episode 3, so Walt's dead at this point. Roy's dead at this point.
I've seen this one. I know I've seen this one.
Okay.
There's like 4 of them, and I think I've watched all of them.
Got it. Yeah. So I've been reading the book, and the book, I enjoy the book more than the show, but the show is just like, I don't know. Here's some visuals of what you read about in the book, and the book goes in more detail, like every book, right?
Yeah.
So the whole reason behind this is so I can annoy my family when we go to Disneyland this summer, because we've never been to Disneyland, and so now I'll know all these some facts that they don't.
Oh my God, your daughter's gonna love it though. She's gonna be very interested to hear.
Yeah,
little secrets and stuff.
Yeah, I just got to the point where they, I guess this was at the end of whatever episode I was watching, right before Roy died, where he convinced Florida to give them a city, like be their own city. So,
ooh, how timely!
It's very timely in that.
That's
regard.
Cool. That's very funny.
Yeah.
There's another series on Disney Plus that I can't think of the name of, but it's probably easy to find if you just look at documentaries about Disney in Disneyland, where it goes through one ride at a time. And you can watch, like, there's a really good episode on the Haunted Mansion, and it specifically is the Disneyland Haunted Mansion. And it's just an hour on the making of that ride. Same thing with like Space Mountain. So if you really want to get some deep dives on specific rides, I highly recommend that one. And it's also a really good documentary.
What's that called?
I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, but I'm sure once you finish this one, it's going to say you may also like, and it's going to be one of the 3 recommendations that shows up on the bottom of your screen.
The other one is going to be that show about the DJing junior high school girl.
It'll probably be the one.
Ben.
Yeah.
I watched that.
See? Mm-hmm. Good recommendations. I forgot. We also started watching Beef on Netflix. That's the Ali Wong and Steven Yeun. It's a comedy about a road rage incident that doesn't.
Okay.
It looks like it would be too aggravating for me.
Mrs. Chibi tapped out, I think, after the first episode. I don't think we're going to be going back to that. I mean, I thought it was fine. I wanted to watch more. The concept is kind of meh. You know, like when I explain it, when I just tell you, like you're not that right, you're sort of turned off by it and just see it. But the way that they present it is interesting. Like the show is visually interesting. I don't know where it's gonna go from. You know, I only watched the first episode, but I don't know. Mrs. Cheapy was, I think, turned off by the, like you say, like that part of it, the uncomfortableness and
yeah. I don't like uncomfortable anxiety shows.
Yeah. Neither does Mrs. Cheapy.
That Uncut Gems style of entertainment. I'm not a fan of it.
Yep.
So,
should we get into new releases?
I just wanted, because it was asked in the chat, and Books is on there, but Crazy Beethoven wants to know if I'm getting the Comedy Bang Bang book. I was advised by my family to not buy it, as my birthday is in less than a week. So that is the answer to that question.
Is that like a porno book or something?
Comedy Bang Bang is a podcast that I've been listening to as long as we've been doing this podcast.
They have a book?
Where's our book?
They have a book. They have a book. Scott Aukerman sold his podcast company for a handful of millions of dollars, and I think now he just does the show because he enjoys it. But yeah, we listened to that in the car. My daughter and I, was it yesterday? Yesterday. It was fun. Good time had by all.